Hi everybody, my name is Riley Slivka. We're here at my family's farm today, and we're checking out the Midland MXR10 GMRS Repeater. This thing's awesome. Basically what it's going to allow us to do is extend the usable range of GMRS radios such as the 50-watt MXT500 here and other similar mobile radios. How it works, it basically takes an incoming signal from a radio and rebroadcasts it over more distance to reach the receiving radio and vice versa, so that you can talk over greater distances and in more complex terrain situations. Basically, if you mount this repeater on top of, say, your grain leg or up on a hill somewhere, you're gonna be able to get really good coverage of potentially your whole entire farm. So we're gonna unbox and set this system up and show you guys how it all works. In the box, pretty straightforward. We got a quick start user guide. First impression I have on this repeater right off the bat is its size. This is a pretty small, compact unit. Suggests some really cool portability options that you can have with this. White box here contains this power adapter, but guess what? They also gave us a 12-volt power adapter. This is going to come in really handy for some portable applications. Also, you want to see the antenna for this thing? This is the antenna. So this is what you're going to put probably on top of your building, on top of your grain leg. You're going to run coax down to wherever you want to store your repeater. That's going to give you some pretty good range. This thing is huge. Look at this. This is nuts. Repeater's powered on, it's displaying a channel. The next step now is to connect a radio to that channel. We're gonna go ahead and go into the menu. We're gonna scroll over to, I believe, item number 12, Reap off. Push down on your wheel, change that to on, push down on your wheel again, hit the menu key to get out of there. Now we're gonna go ahead and rotate our wheel all the way until we see RP15, right there, RP15. Cool, we're gonna go ahead and take our mic and we're going to go ahead and key it. See the red light on the radio? That means we're keying the mic right now. Now watch what happens when I let go. See that green and that quick talk back? That means we're opening up the repeater channel and the repeater is rebroadcasting our signal. That means it's working. That means we are successfully talking to the repeater. So cool, the repeater talks to radios out of the box on the default channel, but we want to customize this up a little bit, change a few settings. Well, there's only 2 arrow keys on the pad. So we're gonna need something else. We're gonna need one of these, a programming cable. We're also going to need a Windows laptop.
So the PC software is pretty straightforward. You're just gonna get a list of all your channels. You can configure frequencies and privacy tones, as well as its transmit power and whether you're operating in wide or narrowband mode. Change all those settings and hit right to send it to the repeater.
So essentially you would be ready to install this on a permanent location. We're not gonna do any of that. We're gonna do something a little bit different. This is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. I call it the Row 5000. Row stands for repeater on wheels. Guess what? Repeater on wheels means that we can test in several locations very easily and figure out where the optimal spot to put this thing permanently is gonna be. All right, so the repeater on wheels sort of changed its color. It's a red pickup now, but that's okay. Still gonna do what it needs to do. We're gonna park it actually just at the end of the driveway, which is kind of an intermediate spot to do some testing, not the best spot, but it's snowy. We're gonna have a hard time getting around to film this video, to be honest. So we're gonna try this. If it doesn't work, we'll get a little more dangerous.
We have a dilemma here. I have too much faith in the General, and it's a very capable machine, just not as capable as I think. We're gonna try to see if we can get this out.
Of course, leave it up to Farmer Matt to get stuck. I'm the one that's supposed to be stuck. This is not a very good off-road vehicle for what we're doing today.
I'm out.
Good.
Right here is where I got stuck. You can see there's a wind out. It's already blown over, but there's scrape marks right there and mud drippage.
So I'm sitting in a low spot now, definitely not in line of sight of that repeater. So let's see what happens. General, do you copy? Not hearing the general though. You might be.
Copy.
Oh?
Can you hear me, everyone? Clear connection. Clear connection. Don't know where you're at, but this works well.
Hey, let's go ahead and switch back to channel 16, normal channel 16, and see how that sounds.
If you don't hear anything in a minute, switch back to RP15. This is normal channel 16. Do you copy?
I copy. Can you hear me? I know that you were a little less clear on that transmission.
Yep, I'm a little scratchy. The repeater's giving us better service on this one for sure.
I'm gonna continue down the road, switch back to RP15, RP15.
Switch back to RP15.
Hey Riley, can you hear me? You can see that I'm kind of behind a, let me flip this around real quick. I'm kind of behind a little bit of a ridge right now. So there is, I can guarantee you that there is zero line of sight to that repeater station. I'm not able to get a hold of Riley. Hey Riley, can you hear me? Let's go ahead and turn around, and we're just gonna make our way up to kind of the top of that ridge, and we're gonna see if we can get a hold of him up there.
General, this is Agra 1, do you copy?
Agra 1, this is the General. We copy you.
Awesome, thanks. I think I'm gonna keep you there.
And we're going to venture off the edge and see if I can break my connection to the repeater.
If you don't hear anything from me beyond this point, keep listening for about 10-20 minutes. If over 20 to 25 minutes passes by and you can't talk to me, start heading home.
Okay, Riley's dropped off down towards the PN Bridge. It's a pretty severe elevation drop, and we're trying to get a hold of him right now. Hey Riley, can you hear me?
Okay, we're halfway down. He's trying to talk to me. It's indistinguishable. Yep, that's indistinguishable, but I can still barely get you. I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna keep going down all the way to the bottom of this, get out, get to the PN Bridge, and see if that helps at all.
Copy.
This is the General. We copy.
I'm seriously having a conversation 1,000 feet down, several miles out. Matthew's several miles on the other end, and it's working.
Still loud and clear. How does this sound?
Definitely is not loud and clear anymore.
I still make out your dialogue. Still make out the dialogue, but can't hear me very well. And I can hear you almost loud and clear.
Okay, right there, that last transmission was pretty much loud and clear.
Okay, so let's check one more thing. We're gonna do the same test again. We're gonna go back to normal channel 16. Normal 16. Hang there for 1 minute, come back to RP15 afterwards. Going to 16.
Moving to channel 16.
Agra 1 on channel 16. General, do you copy?
This is the General on channel 16. Agra 1, do you copy? There you have it, folks. I think we finally found a spot that repeater works, and normal communications with that repeater does not work. You can see we're on channel 16 right now, and I'm not able to get a hold of Riley.
That concludes our tests. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly a drone down here and kind of capture stuff around the PN Bridge a little bit, I guess. And pop back up the hill, start making our way from home.
Go ahead and stay on RP15, and you are clear to head back to the barn.
We're gonna have to do some longer range testing with this thing in the spring, because this thing is outperforming my expectations like crazy. If it's working here in the PN bottom, it's doing pretty well. Pretty well. This is amazing.
All right, we're back in the office now. So thank you very much, Midland, for sponsoring the production of this video and for sending out that MXR10 repeater system to try out. So far, so good. And if you guys want to learn more about this system or anything that Midland has to offer, check the link in the video description. Can't wait to test this MXR10 more in the spring once the farming season gets up and rolling. That's when things will really get exciting. So, meanwhile, thank you guys for watching this video. We'll catch you in the next one.